And we're live. We never do it from this side. Hello, all of our Facebook followers. We are at Motor City Solutions, Hot Rods and Restorations. It is November 16th, 2018, and comment below if you can hear me okay. I know it takes a couple minutes for the live feed viewers to log on, so we'll give them a second. We are going to do our weekly live feed. We do one every Friday. I'm Gwen Stacy. I'll kind of be your host for the day. What we are going to do is tour throughout the shop, stop and see what the technicians are working on. We do everything here, mechanical, paint and body, fabrication. So we got a little bit of everything in our 28,000 square foot hot rod shop. Good? Steven's working with me today. We don't have Dan the cameraman. Say hi, Steven. Woo! Let's go this way. Yeah, you can flip it. Hey!
Dan the cameraman is actually on.
Dan the cameraman, how could you do this to me?
And Jeff Adwell as well.
Hi, Mr. Adwell. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hello. So yes, we are going to get started on our live feed. We'll take our tour, talk to the guys, see if we can get some tips and tricks. We did a poll last week and we asked what would the live feed viewers want to see more? More tips and tricks from the techs. I like the way that sounds. More tips and tricks from the techs, more classic cars, or more customer testimonials. So let's roll with that again. Comment below what you would like to see more on our weekly live feed. And then next Friday at 3 o'clock, we will go off of whatever the poll wins. So thank you so much for tuning in. Real quick before we go, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com, Motor City Solutions, and we are also on Instagram, Motor City Solutions. And then don't be shy to click the little alarm. There's a bell on the right-hand side of the video there, and that way you will get notifications every time we go live, because who would want to miss this, right? Right. I saw that face. So, so let's get started and go through the shop here. We will come up on our paint booth to the right of me. Todd Wilson has been painting in the booth with us for a while now. Looks like he has the 73 Trans Am that we were talking to Mr. Van Ash about last week. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, there you go, Steve. So, Mr. Larry, the owner of the 73, is getting super excited. Somebody had actually leaned on that front nose piece and cracked it in two different places. And as you can see, you would not be able to tell with what it's looking like now. Let's see if we can get some words from the experts and not the Facebook Live experts. Right? You like that? Okay. Let's see if we can find Todd around here. We got a whole crew in-house right now. Uh-oh. Might see if we can interrupt him for a minute. Knock, knock. Hi, guys. Todd, we were looking at the 73. Can you come chat with us? Sorry to steal them, gentlemen. Yeah, you know. We'll see you later, Johnson. Okay, so yeah, we were wondering if we could open up and take a look. Awesome. Woo, it is hotter than a hot day, summer day in hell. Did I say that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, let me see if I can switch some microphone action on you here. Ooh. How's your week been going?
Good.
Good? Been doing a lot of painting?
Yeah, actually got a lot of small jobs done this week.
Awesome. Okay, so we know that the 73 had a broken nose piece last week, right?
Yep.
And it's in the booth now. It feels like it must be drying now?
Yeah, it's probably close to 100 degrees in here right now.
Yeah, it's really hot. So tell us about it. How was the, did you have to just do that nose piece, it looks like, or did you have to do some blending?
Yeah, it had cracks up in here. It's a rubber nose. Somebody leaned on it, so it cracked it. So we had to dig it all out and do a plastic repair on it, use a flexible primer on it, knock that down,
It looks fantastic, and I cannot see at all where the blemishes were.
Good.
Yeah, it looks really nice. If you want to get a close-up.
So we'd already done this car once already, a few years back, so we still had color that made it a lot easier, so we didn't have to fight with color match on it.
Yeah, you said that last week that we keep the colors when we do cars here, and yeah, this was a full restoration here at Motor City Solutions.
Yeah, if we don't keep the color, we at least have a logbook of what we actually did to that formula or that color for that car. And I keep down the RO number, the customer's name, the date I painted it, and I even go as far as using what the temperature was outside or what temperature was in here.
Wow.
What air pressure I used, what gun I used.
That's crazy.
So I try to keep all that logged, so next time I know I can kind of stay in the same ballpark when I go around and redo it.
Yeah, because all that comes into play when you're working on these classics, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we keep a log up front, you know, and we keep the wife's name, the kid's name, the cat's name, the dog's name. So yeah, this was a full restoration with Larry and his wife, Mrs. Cougar. The car is looking great, and yeah, I know you're excited, Larry, so don't wait too long. We'll have you wrapped up and ready to roll with it. I saw that you had some type of pickup in the other booth there. Can we, Yeah? Okay. It's so hot in here, okay? Woo!
Close it back up.
Yeah. How do I do this? Oh, thank you. Woo-hoo.
So yeah, we knocked out a few smaller jobs this week. Our 32 here, we had some issues with the frame rails, the shock mounts.
Oh, the blue, Mr. Charlie Pate.
Yep, we welded in some new shock mounts, and I spotted in the frame rails on both sides of it.
Really? Can we get a closer look? Yeah, after you, sir.
The shock mount actually broke right here, so I welded in some new ones.
Oh, you did the welding?
No, I didn't.
Okay, Josh welded it up and then got into the booth for you.
Yeah, I got it all set up for me. Mark took it over, did some body work around the wells, cleaned them up, so smooth them all out so they look nicer.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. You can certainly not, I can't see.
Yep.
I can't see unless you guys show me most of the time where the blemishes or punctures were.
Steve took some time tweaking on a color, get the color for me, so
Steve's our color guy.
That way I could go on other jobs. Our Merc right there, we just sprayed that one this week. So.
Oh, you did this Mercury, the 49 Mercury too?
Yep.
Wow. So how many different cars did you have in the booth this week alone?
4 or 5.
Here, don't be shy, you can go that way.
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yep.
So you had...
We did a repair right in this area on this, so the door, the fender, rocker, and the lower part of the front bumper got sprayed on it. And
seamless.
Did a fender on a 67 Camaro earlier in the week. Had some damage to it. So they're all smaller jobs, but sometimes it's good to get those smaller jobs in and out.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys have a car that you have a small repair, nothing is too small or too big. You know, like I just said, we do full restorations and quick paint repairs, quick mechanical repairs, a little bit of everything. It sounds like you guys can bump it out pretty fast.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
I like it. Awesome.
So.
Now let's take a look at this Chevy...
57 Chevy truck.
57 Chevy truck. That's what I was going to say.
Ford.
Ford?
Chevy, I'm sorry.
Ford. Oh, man. Come on. Comment below if you are Ford or Chevy. And we already all know what I'm for. So, but Motor City doesn't discriminate. We are not partial to either. We'll take them all. And Mopars. Yes, Steven, you know. So what do you got going on this?
So I just got this in the booth a little bit ago. We rotated over and it still had a lot of sand in it from being sandblasted once already. But since then we've had to go in and do some patchwork. Weld in some floor patches and steps, some corner patches and stuff. So now we're looking it over and we're going to make a decision on what the next step is. The bottom of this is going to get rhino lined. So we're just trying to get all set up for that right now.
And then is this project a full restoration?
Yeah, we're doing a full resto on it, but we're not taking it to high-end show quality.
Okay.
He wants to be able to drive this thing.
Nice. So if they want show quality, we can do that. If they want a daily driver, we can do that. I like it. Very nice.
Every one of them, we're still going to try and do our best to make as nice as we can for the customers. So
yeah, absolutely. Very good. All right. Well, I guess we'll leave you to it. Okay. Sorry for interrupting you.
No problem.
Here, let's see if we get up.
Do the dance?
Yeah, let's do the dance. I like that. That's what I'm going to use from now on. We're doing the dance here at Motor City Solutions, but you would never know because Steven is checking out the Ford or Chevy. It is a Chevy. Okay.
I should know that. I've worked on one before.
Very cool. Here you go, Steve. All right. And we're off. Mic check. Thank you, Mr. Todd.
Yep.
See you, Todd.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. We are going to. What do you say? Oh, the cord. Yeah. We are going to step over here into the trim shop, the shop inside the shop, as I like to call it. Stitch is our master trim specialist here at Motor City Solutions. And if you guys were tuning in last week, we were looking at a custom-made seat for a 73 Mustang. And let's see where he is at on that. I know last week we looked at the foam was all on it, and there was no covering. So, knock, knock, let's check it out. How you doing? Good. How are you? Ooh, making me a new couch dress? I don't know. What's up, sir? Here, let's do the dance. You can put it in your pocket. All right, so we were looking at the 73 seat last week, and it was looking a little bit like that. You can see that one. And now we are looking at it, and it's a complete seat now.
Well, the back is. I still got to
great.
finish up the bottom.
Wow, it looks fantastic. Look how tight this is. Very nice.
It's just a sample pattern. It's going to be done out of two-tone black and I don't know what you call that color up there. What would you call that, Steve?
It's like a
saddle.
Saddle.
That'd be a good
That's a good answer. One time, comment below. Let us know what would you guys call the color of that leather there. Steve says saddle, and me and Stitch think that is a good name for that. So, if you want to show them the rendering from which the seat is coming from, shout out to Dan the cameraman. He custom create and laid this out for the 73, and Stitch is bringing it into reality here. So tell us about the process. Where are you at and where are you going?
I just finished up the headrest this morning. There's going to be a couple things I have to tweak. We ain't getting a really good crisp clean line through here, so I'm actually going to put a piece of metal on the bottom of this headrest to actually get it so it'll be nice and tight, clean across that. So I got to tweak the patterns a little bit to be able to bring it down so it'll fit right.
Yeah. What's with this corset back here?
I was just tying it shut because the stuff that I'm going to use to shut it, close it with,
fancy.
I didn't have it here, enough of it, but that's what's going to happen to the back. It's a plastic channel. What gets sewn onto the material to be sewn to the outer side of the panel, this edge right here. And then if all my measurements are right, it will just snap right in and be nice, tight,
that's beautiful.
clean.
Wow, that's how they do that.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's
sometimes
certainly seamless.
different ways, but this is keeps the back nice, smooth, straight.
Yeah.
No stitch lines in the middle of it or anything. So in the long run, it will look better that way than trying to tie it shut or use zippers of Velcro or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yep.
That is the way that a lot of factory seats are done.
Yeah, that's how I see them a lot. That's how you see them often done in cars, but I just never knew this was the.
Yeah, there's different ways to do it.
Comment below if you knew. This is how they make the seamless seats. Seamless seats, stitches, sewing in the stitching room. Okay, sorry. So yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, couple of minor tweaks. These 2 points didn't end up perfect, so I had to tweak the pattern and drop this down just 1/8 of an inch. So next time I sew it up, that will meet perfectly there at the point. This is going to be black, and the rest of it's all going to be the saddle color. And then the the sides, and the whole back from here all the way around will be black.
Yeah, it looks awesome, Stitch. It looks awesome. And then this part right here is going to be the metal.
Yeah, metal inlay. We're not sure if we're going to paint it hydrographic or what we're going to do to it yet, but we're going to make it out of steel.
We're going to make
put
it?
Studs. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I was just going to ask, where are you going to get that done at?
And
or
then Dan's coming up with the artwork, what's going to go on there.
Very nice.
So
Dan, the cameraman, we're waiting on you. We need the artwork so we can custom create the beautiful seat for your lovely customer in Costa Rica.
Show you something real quick. This is everything to make the headrest. You can see how many pieces and how complicated.
Yeah, it looks like a puzzle. Yeah, we could make like a kids kit for that, you know, and then have the kids make your own custom seat, kids. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's certainly a
so
lot.
you can see what it takes. 7 pieces to make that headliner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
really
good
complicated.
example of how descriptive and how fine critiqued you guys are on the work that you do.
Yeah. As I'm sewing up the headrest, I gotta sew these pieces together, and then I gotta change the foot and the needle in the machine and the thread, and then I'm gonna do a deck stitch on those pieces. Then I gotta change it back over, sew on a couple more pieces, change it back over.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very complicated seat to do. If I was definitely doing something, you know, production, I had 2 different machines set up, so I wouldn't have to keep switching it back and forth.
Yeah, so this is totally custom. Production would never put something out like this
Probably not.
because it's
Too
so
complicated,
intense,
very expensive to create and actually make.
Yeah, well, it's a really good example of, you know, how fine-tuned you can create whatever it is you're wanting to get done on your classic, right? I like it. All right, Stitcher. Well, we're going to roll out to the mechanical side of the shop.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good weekend.
You
and
too.
hopefully have a good turkey day next week.
Thanksgiving.
I know I will. I'm deep frying one, so
Yeah,
it'll
comment
be the
below
5th year in a row that I deep fry a turkey.
Comment below how you make your turkey on Thanksgiving.
Oh, you want your mic back?
Yeah, we got to do the dance. We should make a real dance out of this, you know?
The mic switch?
The mic switch dance. I like it. All right, Stitcher, you have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.
All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, we are live at Motor City Solutions Hot Rod Shop. We are walking through the shop here. We are going to stop at the sheet metal area and see what Mr. Johnson is up to. Except he's in the paint booth, it looks like. So this would be a good time to tell you, comment below if this is one of the first live feeds you guys have ever tuned in for. Hit the heart button one time to show some love to Motor City Solutions. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Real quick, let's see what this guy's got going on. Knock, knock. On in. Was that a good song? What do you got? What are you working on? This is Mark Van Ash, our painter, airbrush artist, sandman, yeah, all of the above and in between. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Used to work at Taco Bell.
And you used to work at Taco Bell. Oh, we got to do the dance. Ready? No, we don't got to do the dance. The mic dance. So, real quick, we just wanted to know, what are you working on today?
79 Camaro with wet sand. It's not necessarily budgeted for a Riddler, but it's going to be nice and straight, looking good. It's at the point where it's actually getting cut in its second prime.
Second prime. Interesting. Very nice. So has the whole car already been primed, and now you guys are putting the pieces together? Or?
That's correct. Everything's been primed. It's I'm just beginning on this today on the parts.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very smooth, very nice. All right. just wanted to stop by and say hello, hello, hello.
Get the music.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we gotta turn it back up. This loud?
Louder.
You like this one louder? Okay, how about that? Good? All right, thank you. Yeah, we know. Thank you, Mark. This is our fabrication area over here. Looks like the 47 Studebaker is still on its way. Comment below if you can see the, what would that be, the decal, Steven? You're mic'd too, you know, you can talk to us.
Decal.
Steven, are we out here? Here, let's switch positions. Watch.
You're good.
Ooh, tell us about the 47 Studebaker while we're going to see the sheet metal stuff.
Studebaker's got a lot of work going on it. It's got dashboard work, it's got motor work, it's got firewall work, it's got all types of stuff. It's got custom lighting going on.
Okay, so we're excited
quite a bit
to
of
see
stuff,
that.
some mechanical updates and stuff like that as well.
Lots of it. Okay, you want to do the dance?
I'm not doing a dance.
Comment below if you can hear us okay. Mic check 1, 2. Hello, sir. This is happening. Do the dance.
Dance, monkey.
Dance, monkey. Come here. Ooh, ooh.
I don't think you'd be here that long.
I don't think so either, but that's okay. We just want to hear you.
You don't hear me.
There you go. Here, I'll clip you. This is Jeff Johnson. He is our sheet metal specialist, fabricator, welder, aka the Tin Man, aka Jet Johnson.
Whatever's got to be done.
Whatever's got to be done, you will
I even
do
clean
it.
the bathrooms.
I've never seen you clean the bathroom in my life.
I just
I've
mopped
cleaned
the
that
bathroom
bathroom.
today.
Oh, today?
Yeah,
all right,
just
I'll
today.
give you some.
Yeah,
I'll give
yeah.
you some. That's pretty good. all right.
Nice.
We do what we got to do, right?
Yeah.
So, this is beautiful. What is it? 67 Camaro.
67 Camaro. It's a church job. It was wrecked on that quarter, or that fender, the front fender. So we bumped out the fender. Once again, I think the insurance company wrote it to replace the fender, but it would have been with an aftermarket fender. And we like to repair stuff around here that's an original GM fender on there. So we made sure we bumped it to keep the original GM fender on it. And the aftermarket fender is not going to fit correctly anyhow. So it was better to do it this way.
Yeah.
So, yep.
That looks great.
This is put together Friday. We've already done like 2 put togethers. And
Put together Friday.
Yeah,
Put it together Friday.
I'm going to wrap this one up today. Here, about another hour I'll be done. And then I'm going to get that Mercury over there, that 49 Mercury, get that thing put together.
Yeah,
So,
they said that there was 5, I think Todd said 5 jobs in the paint booth this week.
Yep,
That's pretty good. You guys are cracking them out.
Yep. Yeah, these smaller jobs, you know, they're a lot easier to deal with than to say the bigger jobs where we basically replace half a car. You know,
Right.
of course, so
right.
it's kind of good to get those cars come through here, and then we kind of get like an instant gratification.
Yeah, you guys need
Instead
that
of-
once in a
yeah,
while.
yeah, instead of having to wait for wait for it.
Yeah,
and then
wait for it.
Yep,
Waiting.
yep,
Jeopardy music.
yep.
All right, I love it.
What
Well,
is it? 2 hours later.
yeah.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Comment below if you know that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
so this one's
cool.
going back together. Super nice car.
Super nice.
Cool looking, you know, 67.
Didn't
Can't
you
go
just
wrong.
get a Camaro?
Yep.
What year?
Well, it's been a while. It's a 72.
72?
That's my favorite year is the second gen Camaros.
I
This
really
is known,
like this body.
Yeah, this is known as the first gen Camaros.
Okay, comment below if you like first gen or second gen Camaros,
Yep.
right?
I think this is probably like more your most popular,
Uh-huh.
just probably because it's the first year out and people get that in their minds. You know,
Yeah.
they remember when these cars first come out and that's just stuck in their minds. So.
Yeah, like the first gen
Yeah.
Monte Carlos are super popular compared to the second gen.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, yep, you got guys that are this is all they want no matter what. They're like the Mustang guys. You know, there's certain year Mustangs and that's it. There is no other car.
There is no other
Yeah,
car.
the same thing with the Camaro crowd. You know.
Yep, okay.
Yep. No other car.
Mustangs, Camaros, they all have their groups, right?
Yep. So
I
we got
like
a
it.
couple little pieces of trim to do on this thing, and then we'll be moving on.
All right, I like it.
Yep.
Very good. How's the GTO go?
It's done. It's
Done?
done. We got to put it on a lift and do some little primer underneath it. But other than that, it's all squared away. All the lines are pretty much perfect on it.
Oh, I was working at our other building the other day looking at, it was a 2018 Lincoln Navigator, and I was looking at the gapping.
Yep.
And it was, obviously, you know, it's production. And I was thinking of you because I was going through the gapping, and it was not even. So let's do the test. This is the gap test, okay? My fingernail, if it gets.
You're gonna break a nail. Don't do that.
Look, see?
Then we're gonna hear a bunch of crap. You break a nail. Snap.
Look at that. That is perfect.
Nice.
No, it really was.
Get the ball bearing like the Lexus commercial. Remember the Lexus commercial?
Comment below if you
They
did.
had a ball bearing and they'd roll it down the gaps.
Yeah. Oh, I never seen that one. I have to look it up.
We actually have a tool that measures it. That's what we set them by. So.
Is that your laser beam?
No, not the laser, but
Oh.
it's 3/16. We set all our gaps at 3/16. By the time you prime paint and at the end of the story, you end up with a quarter or an 1/8" cap, and that's nice looking on the car.
So that's the reason for the.
They're usually a little more than an 1/8", but
Okay.
yeah.
And it's
But
just the look. It's the preferred.
Yeah, and it's just nice and even. You can be a little wider, a little thinner, as long as it's just nice and even.
Right.
You know, symmetrical is what people look for. You know, so
Yeah.
that's what we try to shoot for, just to make them all even. Sometimes because of the way these older cars are made, the door when it opens goes up underneath the fender.
Oh, yeah,
and
we've seen
sometimes
that.
yeah, sometimes you can't get them that tight, so you have to set the rest of the car to that gap. The first gen Monte Carlos that
Yeah.
you're talking about, those are notorious for, we even trim part of the inside of the fender away just so that way we can close up the gap to make it look nicer.
Wow.
So that it don't hit when it opens up.
No
So we'll
kidding.
cut part of the reinforcement away and re-weld it back up.
So did we have to do that to Gebsted's?
Yep. Everyone
Shout
we've
out
done
to Dick Gebsted.
the Behrman, is it Behrman's?
Behrman,
Yep.
Sam Duplessis.
Did the same thing to him. Yep.
Did we do Sam's too?
I don't remember if we did Sam's because I don't know if we went that far on hers, but
Okay. Well,
I'm sure we did.
yeah.
Anything we put fenders on those cars, we always tighten them up like that. So
and Lord knows we've had a lot of Monte Carlos.
yep.
So, all right, I
Been one
like
of those
it.
years.
Yeah, it has a Monte Carlo here. So we'll go see what's Ricky doing in the mechanical side of the shop.
He's everywhere.
You want to do the dance?
No, I want to do the dance. I just did the dance.
Mikey, dance. Here, I get you. Very good. Thank you, sir.
Right.
All right, Mr. Johnson.
See you guys. Have a good weekend.
See ya. Have a good weekend. And that is that on the 67 Camaro. Come with me, Steven. Where are you going? We're attached. Come on. Woohoo. Do-do-do-do-do. Yes, come to me, Steven. Come to me. Knock, knock. Hi, how are you? Good. Good. Want to put your mic on? Good. What are you doing on this one today?
What do I always do?
Fix it?
No.
Work with it?
No, you got all these pictures of me doing what?
Oh, wiring!
Yeah.
Hey, we know. Got it.
Doing some.
I like it. So this is Rick Carpenter. He is a master mechanic here at Motor City Solutions. And as he just said, he does a lot of wiring here and a lot of stuff on anything mechanical. This guy can handle it.
Yep.
Right?
So basically, last week we talked about cleaning out the fuel system and getting this car up and running, and we got that done. So it does run.
Oh, it's running now?
It does run.
Ooh!
Let's see if we can get it going.
Yeah. Woo!
Does run.
I
Sounds
like
good.
it. Yeah, it sounds really good. Smooth.
We fixed all the oil leaks. We fixed the transmission leak. Cleaned out the whole fuel system.
Very nice.
So
Wow.
now we're working on all the electrical, and we're going to get it cleaned up and get it back on the road.
Wow, that was quick.
And we're working on it.
Does this have paint and body going on it, or
It does not.
it's all mechanical?
Yep.
It's a really beautiful car. What year?
It is. The 61 Newport.
61 Newport. Very, very nice. I like it.
Yep.
It's actually in really good shape too.
Yeah, it's a real nice car.
Absolutely.
It's kind of rare to find these in a two-door. You see
This
a lot of
whole
them in
car is
four-doors.
really rare.
Yeah.
We've actually never had one of these in the shop before, so it's exciting for me to see it and see that whole space stay. You know how the interior there looks like a spaceship. Because the 60s, that was what was going on in the world,
Well,
right?
we had a 62 Imperial.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was pretty close.
what else do we have in here?
We just finished up the Galaxy. We just fixed the transmission pan.
Oh, it's done?
Yep, we just got it all done. So
Wow, you guys have been cranking them this week.
a few weeks ago, Scott put an electric fan in here to help with the cooling.
Mm-hmm.
We got it running. We got the cam broken in it, and we resealed the trans pan. So this car is ready to go home now.
Wow. So how often do these classics need resealing with the trans pan?
It all depends. When you get parts that are like 50 years old, a lot of times everything's a little warped and been taken off 50 or 60 times, and
50 or 60.
they just don't like the seal.
Right, absolutely. What else is a common feature that you find under, putting these classics in the air?
Just a lot of worn suspension parts usually. So usually we have to go through and fix all the suspension and replace a lot of bushings and ball joints and tie rods and new alignments. And
sounds like the whole thing.
yeah, makes the car drive a lot better once we do all that. So
yeah, absolutely. Do you guys have any new cars in the shop on the mechanical side?
We do not, but we did get the motor back for the 92 Camaro.
Okay, can we see? Can you
Yep.
show us?
We can do that.
92 Camaro. And is the 57 Chevy all set now?
Yeah, the 57 Chevy is all done.
Beautiful. Wow.
At least mechanical wise, it needs weather strips around the doors, which we have.
Okay.
So
Show me something cool.
he brought in his new 383 stroker, so we got that dropped in on Monday. We're pretty close to getting it fired up again, so hopefully by early next week
Really?
we'll have it running. Yep.
So the customer brought.
Yeah, he had taken the motor because it was wore out, and he had it rebuilt at Chuck's, or at Greg's Cylinder Head, I mean. And then
Shout out to Greg Cylinder Head.
they dropped it back off last Friday, and we got it in on Monday, and we're starting to put it back together. So
Very nice.
hopefully have it running.
It looks fantastic. Very shiny.
Should be quick.
Shiny!
Yeah.
Woo! I like it.
Then also next week we should have on the 85 Monte Carlo. We are doing a brake. We did the rear axle, so we got new disc brakes on the rear, Willwood stuff.
Oh, you
So-
got what's the brand?
Willwood.
Willwood. We all know about Willwood brakes over here. We often use them. I know I've heard you guys putting those on the cars quite a bit. Shout out to Willwood brakes. We use your stuff. This is awesome. This is a really nice car. Look at this. I love the color coordination.
So on this car, we got to put a new master on it. We got to plumb all new lines, put an adjustable proportioning valve in there for the new rear brakes, and after that, this car will be ready to go.
Wow. I want to see. Can you turn the flash on there, Steve? You know how to do it? Yeah, there we go. Let's shed some light on this bad boy, literally.
It's a good-looking car.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I believe he is the original owner of the car.
So it's got some sentimental.
It does have
That's
sentimental.
a lot of sentimental value. And I do like the color. My nails just go very well. Just kidding, sorry.
And that's pretty much all that's new on the mechanical side.
All right, well, it sounds like you guys have been super busy.
Yeah, at least for this week anyways.
So November 16th, it's 2018. Do you find that November, October, November, are these busier months for you guys in the high rod shop?
They seem to slow down a little bit,
They do slow down?
but it would be nice if you want to get your Classic ready for next year to start bringing them in during the winter months instead of
Yeah.
in the spring when everybody else wants their car in here.
Yeah, I think I've noticed that like in the summertime, it's a lot of quick turnover
Yeah.
jobs. They bring them in, fix them, get them done, quick, and then in the winter, it seems like it's more of the long-term,
Yes.
full restorations, bigger projects.
Yeah. But if you do want to get your car ready for spring, it would be the time to bring
Yeah,
it
it
in.
would be perfect because
That
then
way
it
it's
can,
ready.
Yeah, and it can but it can be here, get
Yeah.
fixed up, and be out of the weather.
Yep.
And ready for the sunshine.
Exactly.
Yes, I like it. Good thought, Ricky. Can we see the interior in the 85?
Yeah.
Okay. You know me with the interiors. I gotta look at them. Ooh, what's that? It's deafening. Turn that off.
The door buzzer.
You guys hear that? Comment below if you can hear them. Can I take the key out?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, there goes. Can you figure it out?
Where? I see a lever. Okay, we're gonna just get out of the interior here. But Steve, if you want to take a look at the camera. It's a beautiful car. Interior super sharp. Looks great. What do you think, Steve? Would you ride in this? Yeah, I'd ride it. Yeah, I'd ride it. Okay, I'll shut that. Very cool. So let's just take a quick pan and see all the cars. Can I ask you which car is what?
Yes.
Okay, what is the 64 Impala?
Yes, the red one is a 64.
Okay, what's the blue there?
That's a 58.
Beautiful.
We have a 66 Ford truck behind
A
that.
66 Ford truck. Who owns that 66 Ford truck? I think the owner of that 66 Ford truck might got something coming to him. No, I'm just kidding. Dan the cameraman, shout out. We got your 66 in house. Ricky's taking care of it for you. All right, I like it. And we talked last week about
Yep.
the two Fords.
Yep,
29. Yes.
Model
very good.
A's.
And then where are you guys on the 36 Dodge?
We're working on it. We're getting there.
Waiting for parts or?
We are. We're waiting for a little bit of information from the shifter company and from Holly EFI. So
Okay. So you work direct with the vendors to get
we do.
all the stats, information, product
Yep.
info. Very nice. I like it. All right, very good. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Carpenter.
Not a problem.
That was good. I like it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our weekly live feed at 3. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Tell him, Ricky, tell him! He's
I
like,
don't know
do
what you
it.
have. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what you have, I just
Follow
work.
us.
But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You guys hit the bell to get weekly notifications whenever we go live every Friday at 3 o'clock from the Hot Rod Shop, Taylor, Michigan, Motor City Solutions. You guys have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.